Oh, okay, so I just look at you guys. Yeah. Okay. What do I say? Hey, guys?
Or hi, my name is Andrea.
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Andrea. I'm a member of the GOG dance team. I've been here attending church for 11 years. Death. At the age of 17, I had one of the most traumatic moments in my life, which was the first car crash I ever had. It was a moment of uncertainty. It was a moment of me reaching the lowest point of my life where I had to rethink my faith. And it was a moment where I was put in the position of asking God for a miracle because I couldn't feel my legs. So I remember that moment like it was yesterday. It was really hard, but it literally just highlighted how faithful God is and how He answered the fastest prayer at that moment. I remember just being in the floor and God just let me know that He was there. I felt alone. I felt scared. I felt like I couldn't breathe. But yet, the first thing that came up to my head was I started a prayer in my head and I was like, God, give me a signal if I'm paralyzed. I can't feel my legs, but I know that you can let me know if I'm going to be able to feel anything. So I remember that moment where I just had that simple prayer within me. It randomly just started raining. And just like the drops of rain hitting my knees, I felt a burning sensation. And I knew that I had the feeling of touch. I was able to touch my knee and feel it. Well, right now I'm currently going through a process. I was diagnosed with a tumor in March. It was hard to find out that I had something in my body that I never knew it was there, and it was there for a long time. And I had the symptoms, but I didn't have the courage to go to the hospital because I've already had a traumatic moment at the hospital where it just brought me back to that, and I just didn't want to feel that anymore again. Feeling that day that I just felt so bad, it was like my body signaling me that something was wrong, and it's the first time I ever heard my body and actually took action. And when they told me what I had, it was like my world stopped. The first thing that you think about when you think about a tumor is cancer. So I was super scared. I had so much uncertainty. I was questioning as to why God had to put me through this. But the biggest thing through this process is that me knowing that He put me through this was only going to make my faith stronger. And it did. It shook me for about a week. And when I knew that I had to get emergency surgery, I was just like, do as you wish. I just accepted it because I was like, if God put me here, it's for a purpose, and may I be a walking billboard if that's what I have to be. And I accepted it. And something that I'm super proud of is that the pain and suffering that I felt last year, and with everything I went through last year, it prepared me to be able to be strong enough and handle this. And I'm more than grateful because I knew that if I would have gone through this health issue last year, I would have been completely broken. I lost a lot of people. God put me through a process of isolation, of preparing myself to be the woman that I am right now, and I'm more than grateful for it. I feel like it's like in the moments where I've always been put in tough situations, God is the only one that's been there. I guess you can say I've never had the, oh, it's going to be okay talk from my parents or just people around me. One, my circle is very small, so it's something that I honestly don't look forward to, if I can say it that way. It's literally learning from a young age and accepting Christ at a young age that I've found that literally leaning on God every time I'm going through a difficult process is the only thing that's going to make me go through it. So from experience. It's literally just knowing that God is the only one that doesn't look down on you, even when you keep on failing him. So it's that perseverance of knowing that even though I continue to like be the way I am, even when I'm going through a tough situation, I won't feel alone, and it won't feel like I'm a disturbance or I'm a heavy burden on anyone, because I go to the only one that can solve my problem. I can't even describe it in words, the amount of gratitude I feel. It's like an undeserving grace that God has given me, honestly, to save me twice from death itself. It's an overwhelming experience to know that so many times the enemy has tried, but yet again, he is the hero in the room. And going back a little bit to the process that I've gone through at the moment, being there in the surgery room and my hemoglobin going all the way down to 5 and being at a critical state of anemia. And then the doctors closing me up that way is incredible to hear, but yet again, it's like God knew what they were doing. Just knowing that every nurse that treated me, like each of them had something nice to say about me or even uplift my spirit. I just knew that God was in that place, and I just didn't feel like he ever would forsake me. And it's just been something undescribable, the amount of times that God has showed up and he's just been there. He's just been the one telling me that he's there, that he's like comforting me, that even though I'm going through the fire, he's still there. I won't get burned. And it's just a continuous showing of his presence, of his love, and it's made my relationship towards him super close.